この配信はご覧のスーパーチャットの提供でお送りしました。ありがとう。Did I tell you guys about when I not auditioned but interviewed for like a part-time job at like a cafe? It was a pretty busy and well-known cafe. You know, it was during the summer break or something during school, and I wanted to have a part-time job. So I you know, got my resume of what's it? I go to this and this school. I have this and this school clubs and my achievements, whatnot. Cause you know, when you're a student, you don't really have job experience. All you have is your guts and confidence, and you know, I'll do my best kind of, you know, atmosphere. I got through, you know, they saw my resume, they were like, oh, can you come in for an interview? Like, so I went, you know. It was like one of my first job interviews, like real job interview. And I really love coffee, and I was like, you know, I can really appeal that. Like, I really love coffee, I want to learn more about it, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to the real interview, they're like, you know, the usual job interview questions, like, tell me more about yourself, tell me what you know about like this cafe, etc., etc. And then here comes like the what should I say, the behavioral questions, you know. Okay, so say you got the job and you're working really hard. There's a time where there's so much customers, you know, and you're like backed up with orders. Like, what would you do? Like, how would you act in that situation? Stuff like that. And I think like I kind of try to, you know, imagine myself in this situation. I'm just like, oh, I'll do my best, blah, blah, blah. And then what caught me was, I facepalm even thinking about it. So one of the questions, of course, would be like, well, what do you think would be like the difficult part of this job? It's, you know, very generic, you know, job interview question. And I think my answer was like, oh, you know, when there's like a lot of customers at once, I feel like I'll be really like pressured and stuff. And that's a classic answer, you know. That's a very solid answer, I think. But then my brain kind of stopped working there. Next question right after that was, I don't know, what was the exact, I can't remember the exact wording because I tried to erase this part of the interview off my mind because back then I was kind of like, that interview went horribly, I don't remember it. But I'm pretty sure it was like, what would you feel like the least like pressure, or like the opposite of the first question? So most achieved, or like, you know, most happiness from the job. My answer was when all the customers are gone after the busy times. Because my brain was still partially answering the first question. And since the other question came right after it, it made sense in my head, but after the interview was done, I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this job. It really depends how you look at it, or how you decipher. How I wanted to deliver that little part was like explaining how after you work really hard, you have that satisfaction of, oh, I did it kind of feeling, you know. But yeah, I don't think that translated very well. I did not get the job. You know, you usually write down what you like before the interview, like the very generic questions, and those were in the example questions. And what I wrote was like to be able to learn about, you know, different coffees and making different drinks and stuff, because I really like learning about it and making things. But yeah. Yeah, it's alright. It's not like I wanted to work at that cafe anyways. But yeah, you know, it's just how it is.